Good evening, everyone. This is Ann Jansen from Minnesota, along with Karen Lance and Mike Lance, who I welcome you to our Tuesday night training. Robyn, talk a little bit about the IceWave. Robyn is in the car. Robyn Yamamoto is from California. She is my awesome niece and the person who introduced me to LifeWave. And you're probably on this call because of Robyn, because so here's Robyn's dedication. She's being the chauffeur for her son, so I asked her to do this. And she's like, well, I'll be in the car, but that's okay. So we can build this business anywhere and to help out. So thank you, Robyn. So take it away. Robyn's good.
I love IceWave. IceWave is my favorite sample. I mean, the reason I do IceWave all the time is because it feels like that's one that's going to work. I've never had it not work on somebody. I've learned some tricks, placement and things like that over the time. This is what IceWave looks like. So you have to tell people there's a tan, there's a white. Tan's negative, white is a positive patch, so the polarities. I have had many people say, oh, I only have 15 whites. And then they don't know that there's an inner sleeve. So you need to do the tan. You got to open up the little sleeve. There's tan on one side, white on the other. They need to be worn together. I have had a few people say I ran out of whites or I ran out of tans. So I do believe you need to do the negative and the positive together. So I wanted to show you a couple of things that we tried. It happens to be my son Ryan. When he fell off a little flight of rocks he was playing on, then he broke a rib. And the doctor said, well, that's going to hurt to breathe. You know, I rushed him in because he was saying he couldn't breathe. So this is the IceWave here. We did the tan and the white. I decided to play around. This was where his pain was hurting. This is an Eon, and this one was an X39. So you can definitely wear more than one patch at a time. I did the X39 because they said there was a broken bone, right? So we know that speeds up the healing. But the IceWave, he told me after I put that on, he took a deep breath. He didn't feel that sharp, excruciating pain. And that's why I put the white one there. So I put the tan one here because he told me that's where it hurt the worst. There was actually a purple bruise. I don't know if you can see it, but a really big purple bruise right there. So that's where it hurt the worst for him. So I put the tan one there. And then by day 3, I was still patching him, but he literally said he could run and could breathe fine. And that's not normal for a broken rib. I think they normally take a while. He was definitely sore where the bruises were, but the pain definitely took it away quite quickly. My sister Nicole, when she had the wonderful virus that was going around, she could not breathe. She just kept saying, I can't breathe. I feel like my nose is stuck. So we put the IceWave on her. This is tan on the left. This is the left side of her face. So tan on the left, white on the right. That has worked so many times for people. I have told them, if you have sinus issues, you can't breathe, you have a head cold, put those on your face and it will open it up. My sister literally told me, oh my gosh, I can breathe. And this was like, there wasn't even a timestamp. It would happen that quickly. And she was not in the same house as me. So I have done this one myself as well. And I feel like that's been a really good one. Total body pain. I have done this many times on people. So a set at the bottom of the feet, again, tan on the left, white on the right. For some people, one set has been fine, but if you find that you still need more, then on the top of your traps, you could do tan on the left, white on the right, and it's like it almost just opens up everything. And again, the tan goes on the left because that's the negative side of your body, and the white goes on the right. But the feet have been fine. Only one person did I need to say, oh, if it's not quite enough, go ahead and put it on the top of your traps. And it's worked out really well. Sore throats and that flu thing, my family went through it many times. This is IceWave on the throat. This is a glutathione in the middle of it. So he actually had strep throat here. So I put a glutathione right in between the sore throat, tan on the left, white on the right. I had it so bad I couldn't breathe. So you can't really see my nose here, but I had the sore throat. And then I actually had the Eon on my hand, here on the hand. I was reading in the acupressure points that can help move the energy when you have like a virus. So I had put it right there, and boy, did I feel good. When the patches came off, because I was changing them out, I could tell that I had taken them off. So We were really sick. This is the month we all had it really bad. So we were walking around like little walking patches. Great for nausea. Again, this is the belly button. If you're just generalized nauseous and maybe you're vomiting or you're about to, you've got that spin. They have said when you put a glutathione on top of the belly button, that was your umbilical cord. So that literally is a direct line still. So they say you can put a patch right on your belly button and get immediate results. You don't have to use the glutathione for nausea. I have actually gotten car sick and put them a little bit higher of my belly button, and it took away the car sickness. So this was when my little guy was actually throwing up. He had the stomach flu. So we did this and he immediately was better. I couldn't figure out how to get the video on here because I have a video of his body. It went from pale and sweaty within a minute. He was not pale and sweaty, and you could tell that he didn't have those spins anymore. So IceWave, clinically proven to increase the mitochondrial function and reduce pain. There are so many clinical studies on PubMed. When you type in IceWave, over 100. I was reading so many of them. Call it the pain patch. It's fast acting, immediate relief. I would say people tell me, and pretty quickly, like you know if you have the right spot. Supports improved mobility. That's the one I find with the traps in the feet. People will move better. Sore quads, if you're doing a lot of squats and you're like, you got those quads that hurt. On the left, put the tan and white on the right. Your quads are like, you can go down those stairs pretty easily. I've tried that one. Reduces inflammatory response, balances cognitive vitality. So I didn't try this myself, but somebody told me if you put it at the back of your neck, like where your hairline ends, that they can feel calmer in their brain. I have not tried that because I use the Eon every day, but somebody did tell me on our team that they have tried that, the IceWave at the back of their brain, and they've noticed that they're feeling pretty good with that. So, it's safe, non-addictive, as we know. There's no drugs or harmful side effects. So that's what's great. Ditch the Advil. And people are popping Advils all the time, and now they got a stomach ache. So I just tell people this is instead of going through all the pills and things like that. So pain relief, nausea, acid reflux is another great one. If you hear people say they're taking Pepcid all the time. So acid reflux, I usually do the tan right at where the ribs come together. There's like a little V. I put the tan one on that V, and I put the white about 2 inches above the belly button, and the acid reflux goes away. Sinus pressure, throat issues, total body relaxation, headaches, you can also do them on your temples. We've done that quite a lot. Stacking, I've also done a lot of stacking. So severe pain, people with really bad knee pain, you can stack these. And one of the method was if you have many of the patches, the tan IceWave, you put the carnosine on top, right on top of it. Then you put the Eon patch right on top of that. And if it's really bad, add a glutathione. So now you have like a little pancake where they're all stacked on top. It's kind of thick, but my husband had bursitis really bad on his hip. He could not even raise his hand over his hip. He had a lump, and it was immediate, went away immediately. And within 2 days, the bursitis was gone. He's got like no body fat. So it's like bone all the time when he lays down. Then the IceWave white, people say, well, where do you put the white one? You could stack it on there, but then it's really thick. Move it around like the clock method, or just save it for a rainy day. I have a lot of white sticking around because I've done the stacking a lot of times, and that's worked really well. But you can also stack the white right on top of the tan. If you cannot find the clock, or you're going way down the leg or something, just stick it right on top. If you're like, I don't know, it actually works to stick it right on the top of that one. And yep, that's it.
Thank you, Robyn. That was awesome. I wrote a lot of new things down. I thought I knew everything. I'm just kidding.
I'm still learning.
I'm just kidding. I learned a lot. That was great. Thank you so much.
Yeah.
Again, we thank you for being on tonight. We make these short and sweet so we can do all the other things we need to do tonight and get on the other calls that we'd like to get on. So thank you for joining us. Bye-bye.
Thank you.